explore the universe through a vision of innovation.
We advance towards new possibilities for redefining tomorrow.
Very good morning. I would like to request the parents and students, those who are coming right now, please come fast and take your seats. Those who are on the way, please kindly come fast and take your seats. Security guards, ரெண்டு பக்கம் உட்கார வைங்க. இன்னைக்கு only 840 students தான். அதனால லாஸ்ட் வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்ணாதீங்க. முன்னாடி இருக்கலாம் ஃபில் பண்ணுங்க. ஆமாம் அந்த பக்கம் ஃபில் பண்ணுங்க. லாஸ்ட் பே வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்ண வேண்டாம். I request the parents and students, those who are coming right now, kindly come fast. We have to start the program on time.
We build machines to make the world a better place.
The most incredible innovations start with just a simple idea.
And here, even the most basic designs are refined to perfection.
That is why our curriculum compels us to constantly update ourselves. We dream,
We plan.
we execute,
And we succeed.
welcome to the world of endless possibilities.
Welcome to VIT, Vellore Institute of Technology. A place to learn, a chance to grow.
Vellore Institute of Technology, with a strong legacy of excellence in academics and research. VIT stands tall among premier global universities. VIT campuses offer unique, customized and complete educational solutions in a world-class academic environment. A knowledge city that gives you a peek into your glorious future. Welcome to VIT.
VIT is a ever-evolving university. Started in the year 1984 as a small college at Vellore with 180 students. Now it has spread into 4 campuses: Vellore, Chennai, Amravati, Andhra Pradesh, and Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, with 87,000 students drawn from all the states and union territories of India and also from 61 countries of the world. We are embarking on 5th campus in Bangalore. We have strong international relationship. We have signed 450 MOUs with various universities of the world located in 78 countries. And our students have the option to go and study in any one of the partner universities one semester, which is called Semester Abroad program. As per NIRF, VIT is ranked 8th under the university category in the country. In QS World Ranking by subject, VIT is ranked 240 in engineering and technology. 58 professors of VIT are among the 2% of the top scientists of the world. A study conducted by Stanford University, USA in 2022. As far as placement is concerned, it is common to all the campuses. Year after year, more than 900 companies come for campus interview, both national as well as international companies. And last year, 2 students were offered 1.02 crores per annum. I welcome students of the world to join VIT for world-class education and a secure future.
VIT inspires you to come out of your comfort zone, makes you explore the unknown, and in turn finds a way forward.
VIT offers 100 plus courses in a variety of subjects and streams. The fully flexible credit system allows us to choose subject and schedule of our choice and learn with professors best suited for our learning abilities.
Come and explore the futuristic labs, the 24/7 maker space, and the incubation centers to fuel your thirst for innovation.
Be a part of a dynamic learning environment that empowers you to turn your boldest ideas into practical learning models.
VIT Flagship Engineering Institute has been consistently ranked among the best engineering institute of the nation, making it one of the most preferred engineering destinations for students of the nation.
VIT gives ample opportunities for research and to explore new ideas with state-of-the-art equipment. Working with exceptional faculty and peers has fueled my passion for innovation.
Research is the base for a distinguished educational institution. At VIT, research activities are encouraged round the clock at research centers with paper publications in reputed international and national journals.
Students from 61 countries have come together to create a global community of different ideas and cultures. VIT is truly a global platform for students from
Very good morning, dear parents and students. We are going to start the inaugural session very shortly. Before to that, I would like to explain what is the program of this day. I repeat, the parents and students, those who are coming on the way, can you come fast? Because we are waiting for you only. We have to honor the parents and students, those who come on time. Even the guests and other people also waiting for you. The program is getting delayed means it is not from our side. So I kindly request the parents and students, those who are coming, please kindly come and take your seats quickly. Good. This program will start very shortly. The first part of the program is inaugural session. During this inaugural session, our management representatives, they will address along with the guest, one guest from alumnus, other who studied here, another person from an industry. So this program will go for next 1 hour. After that, your academic session will start. The academic session, it will go in this order. The first talk will be about the school level introduction. Deans and HODs, they will be introduced from the respective schools. Then academics, Dean Academics, he will share about the academic informations. So about the curriculum and all other things. Then exam system. Our controller of examination, he will be explaining about the examination system. The next one is placement details. Our director, Center for Career Development, he will explain about the placement details. The other important thing is online support system. What are the online supports we are providing? For example, they will be informing about a parent login. So parents, you can sit in your place itself and you can monitor the progress of your ward about the attendance, marks, all other things. So very important informations will be shared in this session. So your presence is very much required to know about your ward. Then international relations, about our partner universities, what are the abroad opportunities, it will be explained by the Director International Relations. And the morning session, it will be break for lunch at 12:30. Again, it will start at 2 o'clock. In the afternoon, they will explain about the facilities. What are the hostel facilities, sports facilities, library facilities, all these things, it will be explained by the respective directors. Then innovation and IPR cell, it will be explained by the respective director. The last and very important thing is student welfare activities that will be explained by the director student welfare. Then during the time they will inform about the proctor. The proctor, a mentor who is in faculty in this place, they will take care of your ward. So the proctor details, it will be displayed in your school notice board. you can go and check your proctor details, and you have to meet the proctor today itself. After 4 o'clock, parents and students, you can go to the respective schools and see the proctor detail, and you can introduce yourself, and you can meet a proctor and get the information continuously during the rest of the years of their studies. So these are all the sessions and the order of the program for today. So I request all the parents kindly take your time and be here with your child to know all the progress, whatever it has been told to you. So this information, it will be helpful to you to monitor and as well as see the progress of your child. The next, I would like to explain about what are the facilities available in this ground. We have kept a food stall there. During your lunchtime, you can go and have your food there itself. And restrooms are there for ladies on my left-hand side, on both corners, similarly for gents on my right-hand side. And we have some of the bankers' stalls are there at the end. More than 5 bankers are there. Those who are seeking for educational loan or any assistance from banking people, you can approach them, they will help you. Even on my right-hand side, there is a help desk is there. If you have any queries, you can check with them, they will help you to get sort of all your issues regarding student welfare activity or whatever hostel, anything you can get from the help desk. They will give the information to approach the appropriate person. And we have a first aid center also. If you have any discomfort, if you need any health assistance, you can go to the health center. We have a first aid center here. Even ambulance also is there. If it is very essential to take care of the health center, they will support you. So these are all the arrangements we have done in this place. Then during the lunchtime or even after 4 o'clock, no need to take your car and move around the campus. Wherever it is necessary, you can take your car. Otherwise, you can go by walk. So the campus is on full strength. Senior students are in the classes. So this is a fully flexible credit system campus. So people will be moving each and every hour from one class to other classes. So if you keep your vehicle on the road, it will be disturbing the students. So kindly cooperate with these informations. Thank you so much. I wish you have a nice day to get all this information. In very few minutes, we are going to start the inaugural session.
The School of Architecture at VIT is one of the fastest emerging architecture schools of India. Students are trained in sustainable and environmental friendly techniques and designs of building the infrastructure of the future. VIT School of Law is one of the leading law schools of the nation that is dedicated to honing and producing tomorrow's lawyers and law practitioners. The unique moot court concepts prepares today's aspiring lawyers for tomorrow's challenges. VIT Business School has emerged as a premier management school in India. The focus is to prepare students for life and transform them into leaders of tomorrow. VIT Fashion Institute of Technology aims to impart quality fashion education to nourish young minds with knowledge of fashion and teach them the professional nuances. VIT School of Agricultural Innovations and Advanced Learning is a premier agricultural education and research institute which is bringing a remarkable change through rural outreach and field research programs. VIT School of Catering and Hotel Management is a state-of-the-art learning facility for dedicated aspirants of the culinary art. Learn to be the masters of delightful delicacies from around the world. Great residential facilities are made available at the campus through spacious, well-furnished rooms. Hostels that are well-equipped with modern amenities like supermarket in the vicinity. Food court providing delicacies make life much easier and better. State-of-the-art gymnasium, extracurricular activities, huge sports arena, all affording an opportunity for holistic development of the students.
Companies from a wide array of industries visit VIT campuses for recruitments every year. The university holds the record for the most number of offers from a single institution. I am fortunate to have received the industry best offer in my field and in the company of my choice.
There are around 200 plus clubs and chapters at VIT. These clubs help you learn and work in a team and explore your interests beyond academics.
Come, be a pioneer of change. Be a part of something larger than life. Come to VIT.
A cheerful and inspiring morning to everyone present here. This is the place where futures are crafted, friendships begin, and dreams take flight. To begin this beautiful voyage on a note of reverence, I request everyone to please rise for the invocation.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்து கிழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
Thank you, students. As we step into today's induction program, I now invite our respected registrar, Dr. T. Jayabharati, to extend a heartfelt welcome and introduce the dignitaries who add grace to this gathering.
Esteemed Chancellor, respected guest from industry, Mr. Ashok Ranjit, beloved alumni guest, Mr. Arun Panjakshan, Executive Director, Dr. Sandhya Pentareddy, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Kanchana Bhaskaran, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Parthasarathi Malik, Deans and Directors, faculty colleagues, most important of all, our dear students, parents and others, good morning and welcome to VIT. I congratulate all of you students on getting admission into the top-rated private engineering institution in India. You are at a critical stage of your life now. What you do in the next 5 years here will decide what you will do for the rest of your life. Next, I congratulate the parents for choosing VIT out of all the thousands of technical institutions in India. I believe that your coming here to us for education is the best decision of your life for your children. Proof of this is the more than 1 lakh alumni of VIT well settled in life all over the world. My special welcome to our guest from industry, Mr. Ashok Ranjit, Principal Director, HR, LTI, Mindtree. My special welcome also to our guest, Mr. Arun Panjakshan, Technical Lead, MotorQ, who is our alumnus. Now, it is my proud privilege to introduce the esteemed leadership team of our institution. First and foremost, we all have gathered here for this occasion solely due to our beloved Chancellor, Dr. G. Viswanathan. You may be aware that our Chancellor is also the founder of our institution, which was established in the year 1984. He is a lawyer by education and was a very successful politician, and he became an educationist by choice. We started as a small college with just 180 students and 3 branches. That we are now an institution with 5 campuses and more than 1 lakh students and a top private engineering institution in India is a testimony to our founder Chancellor's visionary leadership. Next, let me introduce our Executive Director, Dr. Sandhya Pentareddy. Her 3-decade-long experience includes product development, engineering management, and higher education administration. Next, our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Kanchana Bhaskaran, comes with the rich experience of working in the industry besides teaching and research. Next, let me introduce our Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Parthasarathi Malik. He heads our efforts to improve our world ranking. Next, let me introduce to you all the deans of the schools in which you will study. Dr. Jayashankar N. is the Dean of the School of Computer Science and Engineering, or SCOPE. Dr. Daphne Lofus is the Dean of the School of Computer Science Engineering and Information Systems, or SCORE. Next, let me introduce the other heads of our institution. Dr. Balamurugan S. is our Assistant Director, Admissions. Dr. Anthony Xavier is our Dean, Academics. Dr. Sivabalan is our Controller of Examinations. Dr. Samuel Rajkumar is our Director, Career Development Center. Dr. R. Srinivasan Director International Relations. Dr. Vijay Kumar is our Director Software Development Cell. Dr. Mohana Sundaram is our Director Men's Hostels. Dr. Nirmala GS is our Director Ladies Hostels. Dr. Naiju is our Director Students Welfare. Dr. V. Ramesh is our Director Central Library. Mangayar Karasi Arun is our Director Physical Education. With this, I conclude my address by welcoming you all once again. Wish you all happy learning. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for extending a warm and dignified welcome to all. I deem it a privilege to invite our Honorable Founder and Chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, to extend a token of gratitude and felicitate our distinguished guest, Mr. Ashok Ranjit. And Mr. Arun P. Thank you, sir. May I now request our respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. V.S. Kanchana Bhaskaran, to extend our wishes and greetings to our freshers and their parents.
Good morning, all. Honorable Chancellor, sir, the core group members on the dais, and the guests who are here with us, Mr. Ashok Ranjit, Principal Director, HR, LTI Mindtree, and Mr. Arun P., Technical Lead from MotorQ, who happens to be our alumni also, and the parents and their wards who are here, and all the other faculty members, HODs who are joining this first induction program day for the students of 5-year integrated program. It's great having you here. I just now calculated the ratio of the applicants to those who admitted. It is nearly 1:20. So you are so fortunate that you are here in all these 3 programs, CSE Data Science, and Software Engineering. I am very happy for the parents also to have chosen this particular area. So my hearty congratulations to all of you. Over the next 5 years, you are going to be with us, and you are going to be traveling with us through getting the necessary expertise and getting recruitment or getting the entrepreneurship stature, whatever you aim for. All these are going to be opening up for you, and we have great resources in the university, right from the laboratories, the faculty, the expertise, what they have with them, and the industry connectivity, and the daily, day-to-day upskilling of faculty members. Everything is happening, and you will be having several projects, hackathons, all conducted in your schools and across schools and away from the our own university, participation in the other universities also. All these is going to be bringing you several accolades, several knowledge platforms, and you are going to be in a position to go for a job, to go for on your own a venture, yes, a startup venture, and you are going to be finding new things. You know the impact of IT on the Indian economy. You know, right from Aadhar, when it was 1.3 billions of people, we had 1.3 billion Indians. At that time it was, for all of them, the IT, information technology, enabled the biometric identity. It was a great project, and we have all known about it. As of, I actually had some 2 or 3 days back from Niti Aayog, the past member, the former member, he had put one data. India's UPI, Unified Payment, through that we have got 650 million transactions per day happening in the country and other countries where they are following UPI. Whereas so far Visa happened to be the largest one catering to global customers, and it had 639 million average per day in the year 2024. So UPI has surpassed that, and UPI is growing. The user database is growing 40% annually, whereas the growth of Visa is around 10% only. And all of digital payment which are happening in India, I am not talking about the total transacted value, the number of transactions wise, 85% of transactions all are happening digitally through UPI. And the transaction value we have got to note, whereas it is $13.2 trillion for Visa, it is only $3.2 trillion through UPI. That means even for any commoner who are not having so high resources and all, the financial transaction wise, this UPI is helping. So it is sort of a technological revolution what we have created in the country, and that too it happens to be a homegrown infrastructure, and digitalization is going in full swing across the country, and we are growing economically, and we have seen the power of digital innovation, open standards and scale and all. Beyond that, surpassing everything, India is proving now. And now India is even growing further up. We every day, every other day at least, we get calls for projects, quantum mission, India AI mission, semiconductor mission, all these are actually you are reading through. And so much of efforts from the government is entering into that. And you are going to be part of it. You are going to be part of nation building, whether you are going to be working with coding or whether you are going to be going into artificial intelligence or quantum computing, whatever, or even cyber physical systems, cyber security, which is a very great problem for the country and in which we need manpower to the maximum extent possible. All these are available to you. If you concentrate on them with dedication, you are going to be surpassing anyone, and you are going to be serving the whole of the world. India with the maximum student strength, tertiary age population, we are to serve the other countries, there is no other go. And you are going to be equipping yourself at this time. And we have even, you will be seeing, you will be introduced today with the digitalization, what we have got right from the students' entry into the system through called VTOP, and the father, mother can log into as the parents to observe about how you are doing. All these are completely digitalized right up to your continuous assessment test, final examinations, your attendance, all the details are available for the parents to see. And all these digitalization have happened through IT. Into such a field of information technology and computer science related areas, you are entering into that. And at VIT has actually ranked in 110th rank across the whole world in computer science and information sciences, and in data sciences we are in 51 to 100 category. In the country we are in 1st to 7th position. So such is the environment what you have here. Now the thing is how you are going to be utilizing it. How dedicated are you going to be? How effectively you are going to be managing your time, approaching the faculty members, using the resources through the faculty members, whatever projects they do, taking part in them, and making your information technology knowledge and CSC to apply for right from other school students, collaborating with them for multidisciplinary projects. All these are avenues which are opening up for you. As Swami Vivekananda said, we are responsible for what we are, and whatever we wish ourselves to be, we have the power to make ourselves. So that is left to us, how efficiently we are going to be managing and how effectively we go end of 5 years from now. And I wish all this to all the wards of the parents all the best, and have a great time here and make your parents happy, have the self-satisfaction of having achieved great things at VIT, because VIT is an internationally recognized institution and it is growing so big, and you are a part of it. When the country grows, when the VIT grows, you are part of it. Be happy about it and make use of it. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am, for presenting a clear view of the current industry dynamics. As someone who leads with purpose and passion, I now invite our Executive Director, Dr. Sandhya Penta-Reddy, to come forward and share her words of encouragement and wisdom with us.
Honorable Chancellor, respected Chief Guest, Mr. Ashok, Principal Director of LTI Mindtree, and respected guest of honor, our own alumnus, Mr. Arun of M.Tech, a very good morning and a warm welcome to you. And a very good morning to my dearest colleagues off the dais and on the dais. And to you, my dearest students and parents, good morning. Are you proud to be a VITN? Did you have your breakfast? By show of hands, if not the voice, did you have breakfast? Wow, that's what I thought, because I couldn't hear any response. I thought most of you wouldn't have eaten. Okay, now the first rule of VIT is do not miss your breakfast. I'm making that a rule. Okay, see, breakfast is a very important meal of the day, and there's a lot to accomplish at VIT. There's a lot to do. So please do not skip your meals. You need that energy for the activities that are going on in the campus. I see so many teenagers out there with some parents, and I cannot help it but remember myself as a teenager. And yes, I'm also from this great institution. So going back, I won't tell you how many years. My gray hair should indicate the number of years approximately to you. But in any case, going back so many years, I remember myself as a teenager, excited, anxious, and so many things. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions. I want to know if you feel the same way as I felt during that day. So, how many of you are very excited to be part of fine arts, arts and music? I mean, fine arts, dance and music. Please? Please raise your hands if you are. Okay, I see very few hands. I encourage you to participate more in those. You don't have to be experts at that. You know, you do it for the joy of doing that. And it's a form of creativity. And how many of you are excited to get into our labs or outside labs, but use your hands and build some things that move, that do wonders? Okay? So that's another form of creativity. You know, show your creativity in technology. Do not hesitate to build. When you were little kids, I'm sure your parents remember how you're building with the building blocks, right? You're making all those little cars with the Legos, or houses with the, you know, I don't know what you call them. So building blocks, yes. So here you'll find a lot of building blocks. And it's up to you to make something out of those building blocks. What do you make out of those building blocks? Your bright future. You take all the building blocks that we offer you, and you build a bright future for yourself. Okay. So next, I want to know how many of you are interested in sports and various cultural events. I want to see what excites you, and I'm not getting a lot of hand raises yet. Sports and cultural events. Okay, raise the hand fully so we can see. Okay, I think there's a little more excitement when I say sports and cultural events. There's a ton of that in these campus, please, and sports is good for your mind and body. Okay, next, wellness. How many are interested in wellness? Wow. I went through a survey that was done about what interests the recent teenagers, and I found wellness to be on that. And I was delighted to see that, but here I'm not seeing many hands go up on wellness. But I'll tell you what, maybe it's something to do with technologists. Technologists hardly care about wellness. But you know what? The world is depending on technologists, ever so now than before. And your health is my wealth. And I want you all to be well. We have a great, health center on campus, which you can go to in case of any ailments. And we also have a great counseling center on campus. And you can go to if you have any kind of stress or you seek any guidance other than the physical health, for the mental health, if you want any kind of guidance or any help, or you want to simply vent out, you want to release that stress, there's a wonderful counseling team here led by Dr. Rita. She's sitting amongst us today. Thank you, Dr. Rita. So that's wellness. And cleanliness. How many are interested in keeping the campus clean? Please, please, please let me see many more hands. Because cleanliness is a passion of mine. It has been from that day and it is today. So we try to keep our campus very clean. It is your campus. I'm giving the campus to you today. Okay, it's your job to keep it clean. So I don't want to see any chocolate wrappers in the classroom, nor do I want to see any banana peels in the walkways or on the roads. When I think of cleanliness, it means a lot more than the mere cleanliness. It also means keep harmful substances away. We're very strict. We have a no smoking, no drinking, no weed, no whatever policy on campus. And let's talk about next. How many of you are excited about new friendships? At least for this, I want to see hands, please. Okay, yeah, I think, truth be told, the teenagers are looking to build friendships that last a lifetime. And you will. There's good and bad about everything, right? There's good and bad about food also, how much you consume. Similarly, friendships can be good. Most of it is good, actually. Only a small part of it is bad. What's the bad part? The wrong kind of peer pressure. I know your parents brought you up well and they're leaving you here trusting us. We don't want you to succumb to any kind of wrong peer pressure. Let's go hang out in that dangerous area, or let's have this drink, or let's smoke, or let's get together and make fun of that girl or boy. Please refrain from those harmful behaviors. And if you are friendly with certain people that do it, boycott that. You can be friends with them, but do not feel forced to engage in those activities. If anything, pull those friends back from doing such activities. Yeah? Thank you. So we talked about friendships. What shall we talk about next? How many of you feel like you're grown up and you ought to be treated like a grown up? I'll be honest with you. I'm telling you what I felt like when I was a teenager. How many of you feel that you want to be treated as grown ups? Okay, very few are admitting, but I can promise you everybody of you feels that way. And you ought to be treated like a grown-up, you will be. But you know what? With being a grown-up comes responsibility. If you act like a grown-up, you will be treated like a grown-up. So have a clean environment, care about your planet, recycle, reduce, reuse, and be neat, be clean. Don't be spreading diseases around. And what else can I tell you? Respect. Respect each other. Respect your friends, respect your seniors, your juniors when they come, and most importantly, your teachers and officers of the university. And respect our guidelines and rules. They are there for a reason. Some of them are painful, some of them you don't like, but respect them anyway. Then I'm sure you'll be treated like an adult. Okay, now I think how many of you burned the midnight oil, studied late into the night? Okay, anytime I'm raising my hand, I'm telling you, I'm confessing that I did too. Okay, the thing about that is it hurts us in the long run. So I want you to manage your time wisely. I want you to think about what activities you have alongside of education. And education on this campus happens in two ways, formal and informal. There's a lot of informal education that happens and you don't even realize it. But that said, formal education is important too, and you have to balance your time. That becomes critical. And how is learning done best? You're all going to be studying computer science, data science, and all that, right? So, can you answer me this? How is learning done best? How is knowledge acquired best? In nibbles, bits and bytes. Okay? You can't take you can't imbibe knowledge all at a sudden. You got to bite at it slowly. What that means is you study every day. You don't have to stay up late night before the big exam only to spoil your brain. But if you study every night, it helps you retain and recall that knowledge more easily. I did that. I made mistakes. But then when I recognized that and then I went through this kind of habit of studying every day and learning a little at a time, it changed my power to retain the knowledge and power to make better decisions in life. And I subscribe to lifelong learning. I'm learning as we speak by observing you. But I learn formally also. I pick up books, I look onto the internet and so on. So lifelong learning helps you be at the top of your game today and every day. Okay. And technology is a good thing. It's a great thing. But, no buts there, but think of it this way. There are fast-paced changes that are happening like never before. Yeah? You're seeing a lot of new things and it's going to change your life, our lives, for good and bad. On the positive side, you're seeing, autonomous cars are almost a reality. They are a reality in some of the American cities already. So self-driven cars, right? Autonomous cars, one. And drone delivery systems are not far behind. And the good part is curing many diseases, using technology to cure many diseases, even if they're genetic. And what else is happening? This is not about technology, even though technology plays a role, but growth of organs, right? And implantables are not far away too. Things that you can actually, why your glasses are there today and, your prosthetic legs, prosthetic arms. But like that, they're going to be implantables, many more implantables. That's close to reality. So these are all on the positive side. On the negative side, you see the same drones that are being used for good are also being used for bad. You all know that. Combat drones. Combat drones are drones for warfare, cyber warfare. And what scares me is autonomous warfare. Putting AI to use on warfare. When AI can help you positively, AI can also be used negatively. So, and biological weapons, those are the most scary of all. So where I'm going with it is, there is a good way to use things and a bad way. Even in campus, there's a good way you can use things and a bad way. And I hope you choose the good over the bad. And you know what? When you start something on your own or when you go to work for someone else, you have a choice. But if you study well, you will choose the workplace. If you do not study well, the work will choose you. So that's up to you how you want to play the game. And I do also want to say, you know, we all have a utopia in mind, don't we? So your batchmates may have you and your batchmates, basically I'm saying your generation, has a utopia in mind. Clean and green and away from diseases, peaceful, productive. It's up to you to make that utopia come true. I strongly believe that we can be, you know, we are a pest on the planet today. But I strongly believe that we can actually mature ourselves to the level that we can transform from being that pest to a being that helps the planet, that cares for the planet, that enjoys the planet. Lastly, I want to acknowledge the army of people that are behind you. Army of people that were behind you to get you here, and the people that are going to get you out of here into a beautifully delightful life. So those are my colleagues and friends. Let us please give a huge round of applause for all the teachers and officers of this university. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am, for reconnecting with your alma mater and motivating our next generation. May I now invite Professor Dinesh Raghavan, Assistant Director, Students' Welfare, to formally introduce our accomplished guest, Mr. Arun P.
Good morning, everyone. I'm immensely pleased to introduce our esteemed guest for today, Mr. Arun. He is a proud alumnus of VIT Vellore, holding a master's degree in software engineering. His journey since graduating is truly inspiring. He joined MotorQ in 2017 as a second engineer and the fifth employee globally, working hand in hand with the co-founders. Starting as a software development engineer, currently he is the technical lead, heading multiple engineering teams and overseeing all hirings for the engineering function. He has played a pivotal role in scaling MotorQ's technical capabilities, solving complex, large-scale challenges, and developing impactful solutions for connected car space. We are incredibly honored to have him with us today to share his invaluable journey and insights. Without further ado, please join me in extending a very warm welcome to our esteemed alumnus, Mr. Arun.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone who is here. Thank you for everyone who's invited me. Special thanks to the Chancellor and the guests who are here. To be frank, I'm a little nervous, right? Coming back to university, 8 years after graduation, talking here in front of you, right? So in 2012, right, my dad and I were here, counting, if I'll make it, I'll get into this MS software engineering program, right? Back then it was MS software engineering, it was not M.Tech. Checking, if I'll get the Vellore campus, right, or if I have to join the Chennai campus. Unfortunately, I was not fortunate enough to get the top, 10 or top 20 ranks, right? I got in at the last 10 or 15 ranks. But yeah, good going back to old memories, right? I also see some of my professors here. It's happy to see them here. You saw my introduction. I'll talk maybe 1 or 2 lines extra, right? So after graduation, I joined MotorQ. I know MotorQ has been regularly hiring from VIT. You can just do a Google search on MotorQ and see what we do. So I'll split my talk into two parts, right? One, what I did in my university and what I could have done a little differently, that will be helpful for you. And the second part around, how the industry is changing and, the new age trends, right? I won't take a lot of time. I'll try to limit it to like 5-10 minutes, right? Yeah. On a very high level, right? When I joined, I was super nervous. I was from a very small town called Hosur in Tamil Nadu, right? There were batchmates. There were, candidates from other branches, right? B.Tech, M.Tech, and all. Coming from very small town, I was intimidated, right? There were people who were coding from school. There were people who were parents were software engineers, right? So they taught them coding and all. And I'm here, didn't even see a computer or, I knew how to operate a basic computer, right? That was my stats, right? I'm pretty sure, a lot of you will be in that boat. It's okay to feel intimidated, right? It's okay to have people who have done better than you, right? There's always, anywhere you go, there'll always be people who have done better than you, right? What I'd request you is go talk to that people, understand what they have done, learn from there, right? There's always learning opportunities everywhere. Yep. The initial few years, right, I had no clue what to do. I went, attended classes, listened to what my professors said, did assignments, homeworks, and all those things, right? Put a lot of effort and academics as well. But over time, I figured out, academics is one part, but we'll have to do a little bit extra as well, right? Do extra projects, do some open source contributions. Be part of clubs, be part of hackathons, go present your work at other universities, other hackathons and stuff, right? You will have a lot of failures. I failed terribly in a lot of different things, right? There were a lot of project failures, there were a lot of hackathons, I didn't win. There were a lot of placement opportunities, I didn't clear the first round, right? You will face a lot of failures, but that's okay, right? VIT will give you a lot of opportunities, right? In fact, 5 years from now, when you attend placements, right, you will be confused. Okay, I have like 2-3 companies coming in today. Which company should I prioritize, right? That will be the level of opportunities you'll get. So it's okay to have failures, right? But just learn from failures, embrace that, learn, and then take in the feedback and grow. Maybe what. If I was starting today, right, what I could have done better is put a little more focus on academics, have a very strong foundation. There's only, 4 or 5 areas in computer science that form the core foundations, right? Have very strong foundations, because if your foundations are weak, you're not going to, get to advanced stuff, right? Second thing, as I said, do extra things, right? Your academics is just one part. Do extra projects, do extra, hackathons, go for internships and all. And generally be curious, right? Learn from, the internet. The internet is wide open, right? You have courses from outside the university. You will have a lot of things on the internet. Be curious, learn from it, right? I'll quickly move towards maybe the second part, right? How the engineering world is changing. Better than me, you are all, you must all be well versed with, ChatGPT, Gemini, all these new age models, right? Yesterday I got my blood test, right? I did my blood test, and before visiting the doctor, right, I updated it to ChatGPT, asked it, what does it mean? Okay, now it has analyzed my report. It has told me, okay, so and so are good, so and so are bad. And it has given me a list of questions to go ask my doctor, right? So it's not my blood test alone, right? My finances are with ChatGPT. Like my blood test, a lot of learning is happening through tools like GPT, Gemini. A lot of my travel planning, right? My second half of this year, I'm going on a trip. A lot of that planning was done by GPT itself, right? All of these things previously used to take a lot of time, right? It used to take like, 10 days, 15 days put together, a lot of effort put together, right? Now, click of button, you ask and it will tell you the simple stuff, right? And then you hold a conversation and it'll help you like an assistant, right? So it is not, your day-to-day tasks that are changing, right? Even in the engineering world, right? things are changing, right? In our company, Motork, almost all the engineers use AI. They are 1.5x to 2x as more productive than when they were before using AI, right? So example, if we were able to do like 200 lines of code per engineer per day, just an example, now we are almost able to do like 350 to 400 lines of code, right? We are using, LLMs, copilots and all those things to be more productive. I'd like to request, for all the students here, right, to embrace AI, right? Embrace AI, be more productive, right? It can empower you to do more things. You will see in the future, right? You will see a lot of one-member, two-member companies coming up, right? Previously coding was a niche, right? People who learned computer science in college or who self-taught themselves coding, right? They could code, right? It was a niche. We were all paid disproportionately because we knew something special that the other folks did not do, right? Did not know, right? Today, it's not the case anymore, right? The level 1, level 2 stuff, your LLMs or your AI could already do. If you want to create a simple website, right? You don't need a coder to do that, right? AI can already do it, right? So where we come in is, can we be more productive with AI, right? Can we go a little deeper? Can we be level 3, level 4, right? Can we jump into deeper stuff? Let, level 1, level 2 stuff be handled by AI and go deeper, right? That's how we add value, right? If you look at historically, right? After or during or after each industrial revolution, right? The countries or, people who have embraced advanced tooling were all disproportionately rewarded, right? If you look at all the advanced countries today, they, some way or the other, they embraced more productivity, more tooling during the industrial revolution, right? I'd call this stage, we are transitioning to the next revolution, right? AI will drive this. Embrace AI. Don't be afraid of it. It's okay to be clueless, but throughout this next 5 years, right? Have a very humble learning mindset and try to be more productive. I'll just end with a small note, right? There's a proverb in Tamil which goes, "Katrathu kaiyalavu, kallaladu kadalalavu," right? Which means, what I've learned is in the size of my hand, right? What I've not learned is the whole world, right? So that's the mindset, right? You may not know a lot today, but you have to have an open mindset, learn, and in the next 5 years, hopefully, you'll be great engineers. Thank you. Thanks again. Congrats on getting into VIT. Thanks for everyone who had me here today.
Thank you, sir, for imparting valuable takeaways that will stay with our students. With utmost respect, I now invite the true visionary and the driving force behind this institution's success, our Honorable Founder and Chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, to deliver the presidential address.
Our chief guest of today, Mr. Ashok Ranjit, our guest of honor, and our old student, Mr. Arun, Executive Director, Dr. Sandhya, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Kanchana Bhaskaran, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Parsadi Malik, Registrar Jayabharati, Dr. Jayabharati, other deans, directors, my dear parents and students, very good morning to you. At the outset, let me welcome all the freshers who are joining to the VIT family. We call it more family, VIT a family more than a university, because you are going to be here for 3, 4 years or 5 years. But after that also you will continue with us. That's what we strongly believe. And now we have our old students, about 130,000 students, working in 84 countries. Whenever I go to a country, The first person to welcome me is one of the old students in any airport of the world. I don't know whether it will happen to ministers also. Of course, I was a minister, MP, MLA, etc. But I find, as a chancellor, I am able to get, of course, here Samuel is here to get all the companies. Last year we had more than 900 companies. Now this year we have already crossed 10,000 in placement, which is not an easy thing. And of course, both the companies are here. Mindtree and Motark, both of them are selecting our students. And I always say it is better than a minister, MP or MLA to be a chancellor who can do something to get placement for our students. It all happens after you complete successfully your course. And this is a place where you have come is not only a national institution, it's an international institution. At present, we have students from 72 countries studying in Vellore, VIT. Of course, students from all the states and union territories of India are here. In this program, M.Tech, Arun was telling you that when he studied, it was called MS, and then we were asked to change it to M.Tech. We changed it. This year, now it is more becoming popular and popular every year. This year we had 16,000 applications for M.Tech program, and both the campuses put together, Vellore and Chennai, we admit about 1,000. So it was a difficult task. In fact, some of them are very unhappy that they have not been selected, and we are unable to help them, but we try to offer some other course where they can do it 3 years plus 2 years, etc. Out of this, here we have 370 girls and 470 boys from 21 states of India. I find there is one interesting feature. From Andhra Pradesh, they have more girls than boys. I think Andhra is trying to come up. Of course, the entire South is concentrating on education. India itself wants to come up in education, but there is a competition among the southern states who spends more or who gives more education to children. That's how we are coming up. Unless we come up in education, we cannot come up economically, because we are a developing country and we want more and more students to have access to higher education, where we are lagging behind as a country. What we call GER, gross enrollment ratio, or access to higher education, is only 28% in our country. In all the developed countries, it varies from 60% to 100%. We should also grow like them, offer education like them. I don't know when it is going to happen. The new education policy talks about taking this GER to 50%, from 28% to 50%. But government has to spend, both union government as well as state governments. Unless they increase their allocation on education, the poor and the middle class, it will be difficult for them to go to colleges and universities. We have been insisting, recommending that the government should spend more, but still it has not happened. In the current year, in the union budget, out of 50 lakh crores, which Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman presented, only 2.5% is given to allocated to education. I hope this should change, at least in the future, so that all the poor students will have access to education. I strongly believe that VIT cannot be like small institutions, because they say small is beautiful. Most of the government institutions, they will not admit more. They will restrict the admission so that they need not spend more. Because if you admit more children, then you'll have to construct classrooms, laboratories, appoint more teachers, spend more money, which is not happening, except a few cases. Most of the government universities will restrict their admission. I think that it is not a good policy. They should expand so that the poor students will have access to education, because in the government they need not charge. The private institution, they will have to pay fees, which is difficult for them, some of them. And I strongly believe that you have come into an institution where your future will be assured, provided you spend your time usefully. These 5 years where you are going to be here, you should take care of your academics, attend all the classes, you should be punctual, and you should be disciplined student. These are the things where you can learn here. It's difficult to learn in life. In fact, I was trained in a Jesuit institution, Loyola College, Madras. I did my bachelor's and master's for 4 years. And I would like to inform you that in all the 4 years I had 100% attendance as a student, long back, 1957 to 1961. I don't know how many of you are going to do this. It is possible. Unless it is absolutely necessary, you should not absent from your class. We are not only interested in your academics, also in your health. Health is very important. They say health is wealth. You take care of your health, and also your safety. Whenever you go out, in fact, we have certain restrictions for students to go out, because not that we want to restrict them, but we are interested in their safety. The parents are away thousands of kilometers, and it is our responsibility to see that you study well, you maintain your health, and you are safe in your life. That's why we have certain restrictions in the hostel, etc. And I want you to understand this and spend your time usefully so that you will get a very good job. In fact, Arun has come from a company which has offered last year 1 crore. For 2 students, his company has offered 1 crore per month, per year, which is not easy. So in fact, I tell our students that the first month what you earn must be more than your father or more than your professor. The professor earns it after 25, 30 years. The father gets it after 20, 30 years. But there is an opportunity for our youngsters, students, to earn equally or more than that in the first month itself. That is the opportunity available. And only thing is you have to prepare for it. You should be prepared to compete. And it is our duty, the duty of VIT, to prepare you for such an eventuality. And I hope this will happen. And I congratulate the parents, because they are the one responsible for you to come into VIT, because more than the government, the parents are taking care of us. And I would like to congratulate and also thank the parents for taking the children here to VIT. There is going to be another 5 years in the hostel, especially it is increasing. The number of residents is increasing. In fact, the number of girls are increasing more and more every year. This year, we have converted 2 boys' hostel into girls' hostel, which is happening for the first time. It shows that the girls have started progressing, which is good for the society and the country. And we are trying to build more hostels. And I want you to make use of them. Do well in your studies. And as I told you, don't spend money and spoil your health. That's the advice I want to give you. Don't spend money and spoil your health, because your health is very important, because you are going to be the future leader. You are not only your future for the family, society, and the country. I want this country to grow economically. At present, even though we are growing, there is so much inequality in the society. There are very rarely a country where this inequality is available. In fact, we have defeated US in inequality. It's known to be a capitalist country. The top 1% of the people own 37% wealth of the country in US. Now in India, the top 1% own 58% wealth of the country. That's how inequality is increasing. It can be cut down, it can be curbed by giving education to all, and I hope this will happen. We are part of this process. I always say, VIT should lead India, India should lead the world. It's all up to you, and we are here to help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for highlighting the relevance and popularity of the integrated M.Tech program and for your inspiring words. Now let us hear from Dr. Raju, Assistant Director, Students Welfare, as he introduces our reputed guest, Mr. Ashok Ranjit.
Good morning to all. We are delighted to welcome Mr. Ashok Ranjit, guest for today's student induction program. Mr. Ashok is LTI Mindtree's Principal Director HR, currently in charge of University Liaison and Early Career Engagement. He is focused on developing competitive advantages for LTI Mindtree young talent workforce, reducing supply fluctuations, and matching the needs of the organization with fresh talent that has high degree of learning agility. Mr. Ashok is a talented professional with 20 years of experience. He has held a number of important HR positions and developed into a key member of the team that handles talent function. Before joining LTI Mindtree, Ashok managed Cognizant early career portfolio and held various roles within the talent function. He played a significant role in Cognizant rapid growth from 1 to 18 billion US$ during his 15-year tenure. He supported multiple record-breaking campus recruitment numbers at VIT throughout his 2 decades of association with this institution. We are deeply honored by his presence and look forward to his address. Please join me in giving the warm welcome, Mr. Ashok Ranjit.
Good morning to everyone. Honorable Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, and the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. It gives immense pleasure for LTI Mindtree to be here as a part of the University Liaison and the Early Career Engagement to address the 2025 batch getting admitted into the VIT universities. We have done marvelous recruitments at VIT, and today we want to be very frank that IT industry, especially from services standpoint in this country, we are there what we are today because of the best of universities what we have similar to VITs and the rest of the world. Okay. Sure. What we'd like to spend in next few minutes is just to keep you updated that how these 4 years to 5 years of time is going to be very, very crucial for you and how this can really play a very vital role. I'm going to do a basic presentation to just give a glance about how people have really done great things, starting very humble beginning in universities, and they have achieved great things as a career for their life. If you look into a few of the best of NBA players over here, they have something very common. What has been common for all of them is they all started their understanding their best of abilities when they were there in their universities. Few names, we have given it over here. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Stephen Curry. Everyone started their basketball career when they were in their university, and they understood the real potential when they were spending the time and growing from a boy to a man. If that kind of dedication and capabilities can be exhibited in these 4 to 5 years, we are rest assured that it is just not the sports player, we can have great achievers for this world. It's just not the international players. We have some examples. We also have their capabilities being shown over here, the resilience, the kind of hard work, how they have really taken their capabilities to the next level over a period of time when they have invested their interest and pursued their passion. Let's take some few examples which are always fond of us. We have someone who started very humble beginning and started everything from career base, did not find his career when he was young, but over a period of time understood his real potential and then got into the best of capabilities. If I click onto the next button, you will understand who it is. We call him Captain Cool, right? A very humble beginning, started a career as a ticket collector. And then he has shown resilience and capabilities and he has led the world. And a prime example for what sportsmanship is. We also have another example of a person who started very young in a career, did not really focus well onto what Chancellor insisted on the wealth initially, and the health initially, and then understood the health is a real wealth, and made a great progress in taking care of the health and became an example. And we have an era that before him and after him, there is a connotation we can call. Right? The entire cricket industry today in this world has been classified as pre-Virat Kohli and post-Virat Kohli from a fitness standpoint. This is a combination of great example of how a dedication, hard work, capabilities to improve the fitness, mental stability has really made a person to thrive in this sports. And that's a great example. All that we want to spend few minutes, next 5 minutes, is that now we are in a very exciting career path, and this particular career path is not about work, but it's about learning and giving a basic fundamentals and foundation for the future of career. If these 4 years are going to be invested well, we are rest assured that it's going to be a great. The first point, what we want to keep you updated, you will have a syllabus to focus on for the next 5 years, but please make sure that you focus a lot more beyond the syllabus, what is available, to keep you interested about what is happening in the industry. And there are a lot of MOOC concepts and very interesting industry certifications available for you to learn. The reason why we want to insist beyond the syllabus is the future is multidisciplinary. There is no one single field of study which is going to dominate. The future is multidisciplinary. Let's take an example of simple Tesla today. Your Tesla cars are not manufactured by mechanical engineers. It's a combination of IoT, electrical, electronics, mechanical, and the future is going to be multidisciplinary. So if any one of the students present over here, you feel that I need to align to one particular course study for the next 5 years, and I need to really build the career on that particular course subject alone, it's going to be tremendous mistake that we will learn maybe one particular skills in depth, but you need to know many other skills in general. So take an example of the English alphabet T. We call the parallel line, which we call that know everything in general. And the vertical line, we say that please learn something relevant to your field in depth. This is what in industry we call it as T skills. No one particular skill alone is going to thrive and be very responsible for the future. It's a combination of multiple things put together, and then you need to be specialized in one particular skill. VIT has a great capability and potential for you to learn, just not from syllabus and academics, through clubs. When we studied our engineering, we understood one particular context, very, very interesting, is the best way to learn is to teach. Please join multiple clubs. You'll have a lot of opportunities to learn as well as to teach what you possess, not just from technical capabilities, from extracurricular activities with others. Automatically, it proves well that your mind is going to be much more energized, as well as is going to have a lot of stability towards the future of the learning sessions, what you have for a long 5 years. This is a very interesting first point which I would like to highlight is industry is not going to be worried about your CGPA or what we call as your just degree certificate. Industry is, when you sit for the campus placement program in 2030, 5 years from now, ideally a year before you will start the campus placement program. So by 2029, you will have the campus placement program coming in. Industries are not going to be bothered about your CGPA or any particular specialization alone, but all that they will be interested is how you're capable to use your specialized skills, what you have learned, to solve industry problems. Please understand that when you learn any technology in the next 5 years, you need to learn with relevance. This is a very, very powerful sentence from an industry standpoint of learning things with relevance. What is learning things with relevance is, while you're learning the knowledge, please make sure that you're able to understand how this knowledge can be converted to a skill when it is being used as a practical application to solve a customer's problem. Most of the candidates, when they have the knowledge alone and they don't have the capability to convert it to a practical application, which is, we call it as a skills, and when they're not able to showcase their capability to solve a customer problem or a real-time world problem, all that they have learned becomes completely absolute. And this is not going to be the way how we need to really encourage the youngsters who are coming up. That's where we need to do a lot of industry-related certificates, internships. And please, today, with all the data available in the internet, you have all the freedom to Google or use ChatGPTs or any other prompt to understand that how is this technology, what you're studying on an everyday syllabus, is used on the real-time world to solve a customer's problem. If you're able to align and marry these both, your understanding level as well as your depth of capability to understand is going to be far more superior than just learning, which is very bookish and which we don't think that knowledge is going to thrive alone. Communication, it's been said multiple times in multiple avenues. Please understand, engineers are not just known for only having technical acumen. They need to really explain to the clients as well as to the customers that how do we really implement these technologies to solve a customer problem. So communication is very critical. While we do campus recruitments in multiple colleges, we see that there are people with great CGPA, but when it comes to explaining the technology, they are good in that. But when we want to tell them that how do you think that this technology can be used in a real-time world, or how this is practically applicable, they fail to make that explanation, by which industries are not able to get impressed and the offer doesn't go in the way. The best of people who got placed, if you ask them, they are able to relate their learning, knowledge with practical applications. So this slides, communication is just not regular communication. It's not about business communication. It's about a combination of multiple things, that how you ability to convert your thoughts into a great English, as well as make people to convince that your points are valid in the society. Stay curious is a very, very important aspect, because when we are young, we keep questioning everything and anything, and we never get settled down without questioning in case we have anything in our mind as a question. That's called curiosity. But over a period of time, we find that youngsters lose this potential. Either they believe that asking more questions, people will underestimate us. Maybe in a classroom, I'm going to be the one who's asking more questions, so maybe I'll be seen as dumb. But that's not the way it is. The more curious you are, the more you're going to learn. We have seen that from industry when there is a client which comes and gives the problem statement, and during the presentation, the client repeatedly keeps asking us, let's get as many questions at the initial stages of our project explanation so that we don't sign up for something and then we say that we have a lot more questions over a period of time when the project is developed, which really pulls down the overall credibility of the particular organization. So what we believe that over a period of time, your ability to have curious questions get diminished, and please don't let that go away in the next 5 years of your learning cycle. The more you stay curious to learn, we are very pretty sure that you'll get more help. Don't have any hesitation that the professors or your fellow colleagues and students and friends would underestimate you. Staying curious is a very powerful asset which you need to really hold yourself for the next few years of your learning life cycle. All that we want to keep you updated is world is changing fast. It's been very, very volatile market economy. It's been very dynamic. So what is more important is staying updated, and we may not know that what we read today may become completely irrelevant in 5 years down the lane. So there are a few key points what we have given as an elements, and the most thing which I want to say is that never get a situation where you believe that you have learned everything and there is no more things to learn, and your learning life cycle gets completed the moment you pass out of this university in 5 years. Your real learning curve starts after you pass out, and learning is never ending. It's a continuous learning, right? In industries, what we believe is unless you have the ability to unlearn, relearn and continuously learn, which we call it as under one particular gamut name by called learning agility, we are not going to be known for the overall game what we are going to play in industry. Today, this industry and most of the industry has given a very level playing field for most of us that tenure is no more a talent, which means previously when a profile was read, people say that we have spent 20 years in a particular industry, and then we feel very proud about it that we have spent 20 years. All the 20 years, what has made us is very simple, that we have learned multiple things out of failures, and we make sure that we don't repeat those failures in the next few years of our career. But can I contemplate of the 20 years of my career, is it relevant today? The answer is no. It's a level playing field where tenure is not the talent. A person with more 2 decades of experience can be easily replaced by an AI tool which can have just 2 years of experience of learning what it has to be fed inside with the prompt of questions, whatever is essential. So the world is very fast changing where tenure is not talent, and that is going to be a huge advantage for you because your seniors in an organization are not going to be respected based on the tenure. They're going to be respected for what relevance they bring on the job. So please make sure that you're going to be continuously learning, and this agility is something you need to possess for a long period of time. We believe that time you stop to learn, you start to die. This is a very powerful sentence. One of our leaders who says, Ashok, the moment you stop learning, you start dying. And this makes very relevant in the today AA context where everything is being done with just few minutes and fractions of time. The overall university patterns and the education systems were based on how good we were able to memorize things and replicate things. That's completely gone. It's all about how do we understand and perceive things and how do we use it for the real-time world problem-solving situations. Time management is very, very important. Honorable Chancellor spoke about it very detailed, so let me skip this slide. We call this as a 80-20, a Pareto rule, which is applicable for anything and everything in our life. Sometimes we believe to say that our 80% of our problems in our life because of 20% of issues what we have. Or 80% of our disappointments in life is because of 20% of problems what we have. And this goes along with, this Pareto rule goes along with multiple other things very well, but I thought I can use this example as a connotation for education, saying that 20% of your technicals, it's not like you only learn 20%, please don't misunderstand the slide, that it is not saying that it is adequate for you to have 20% of the technical skills. And 80% is how to use it in the real world. Out of both the things have to be there 100%, but when it comes to a job application, you take a blend of 20% of technical capabilities and more 80% of practical applications, and you blend, then you get a great recipe out of it, which is being respected in this country. Engineering is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So it's not about 5 years, what we call it as a marathon. It's a lifelong learning is what we call, and the way how you're going to apply your engineering is what we call it as a marathon. So please, whether you're going to fix a small television at a home, or you're going to fix your own bike or your car, or any of the future AI devices which is going to come, or your Tesla cars in the future, everything there's an engineering. So engineering is a marathon. Please don't ever think that your engineering life cycle is going to be completed in 2030 and you'll be done with it. This is a slide to just remind you that engineering is a marathon. Coding and programming is always spoken as a base in IT services industry. Plus, please understand that there are few more things which is gaining capabilities. Even in AI today needs a prompt. So we all strongly believe that please have a basic of coding in programming, but please also be very clear about how you're able to communicate and collaborate and be a creator. One particular example which I would like to say very interesting is when we say that what is a hobby you have built over a period of time and what's a hobby you're going to build for the next 5 years, please never say what you consume as a hobby. What you're going to create is a hobby. For example, listening to a music. Listening to music is a consumption. It's not a creation. So never ever think that your hobbies are going to be something you're going to consume. Start having your LinkedIn profile very active. And if you want to convert, few of the greatest technical problem solvers are people who converted their hobbies into a product. And it has really worked for them and the country. The last few slides, we say, welcome aboard. It's a great journey. And please have a passion to take it forward. And the moment you have passion, everything is going to be simple. Thank you.
Your words have truly given our students much to aspire to. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. May I now request Dr. Balamurugan S., Assistant Director, PG Admissions, to step forward and deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, dear parents and students, good morning to all. We sincerely thank our Honorable Chancellor, Sir, Vice President, Executive Director, and Assistant Vice President for their constant support and guidance in completing the admission process. We wish to express our gratitude to our Chief Guest, Mr. Arun P. and Mr. Ashok Ranjit for being with us on this event. We express our sincere gratitude to the Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Deans and Directors for their outstanding support. We acknowledge the unwavering support from the SDC team, Outreach team, CTS team, Hostel team, CDC team, Finance team, Estate team, Event Management team, PRO office, Alumni office, Students Welfare office, and Security office. I am deeply grateful to Dr. S. Sasikumar, Director Admission, who lead our team with dedication and vision, as well as to all our PG admission staffs for their commitment and hard work. To the parents present here, thank you for entrusting VIT for your child's higher education. Wishing everyone a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With the inaugural session coming to a close, we now look forward to the academic session, which includes academic briefings by our institutional heads. It will begin shortly after the dignitaries leave the stage, and we remain sincerely grateful for their esteemed presence. We commence this academic session with a school-level introduction. May I now request the presence of the academic heads of the School of Computer Science and Engineering on stage to be introduced to the gathering. I request the Dean, Associate Dean, HODs, Academic Coordinator and the Proctor Coordinator to kindly come forward. Dear students of 5 years integrated M.Tech Computer Science and Engineering in collaboration with Virtusa and 5 years integrated M.Tech Computer Science and Engineering in Data Science. I'm here to introduce the Dean of our school, Dr. Jaishankar N. Our Associate Dean, Dr. Parveen Sultana Hesh. And head of the departments. First comes the Department of Software Systems, Dr. Umadevi K.S. Department of Database Systems, Dr. Murali S. Department of Analytics, Dr. Rajkumar S. Department of Computational Intelligence, Dr. Swati J.N. And Department of Information Security, Dr. Gopinath MP. Department of IoT, Dr. Sharmila Banu K. And the academic coordinator of our school is Dr. Satyakumar C. And the school proctor coordinator is Dr. Bhuminathan P. Thank you, professors. Students, you can log into your freshers portal, and for your EPT schedule, for the 5-year integrated program students, for your EPT schedule, you can look into the notice board, which is in the lobby, ground floor of SJT. Next comes the School of Computer Science, Engineering and Information Systems. I would like to invite our Dean, Associate Dean, and the head of the departments, Academic Coordinator and the School Proctor Coordinator. And this is for the kind information of the 5 years integrated M.Tech students of software engineering. Dean of the school is Dr. Daphne Lofus, and Associate Dean is Dr. Jayanti N. And followed by that, we have head of the departments. The first department is Smart Computing, headed by Dr. Ayapparaja M. is currently not present here. And Department of Software and Systems Engineering, Dr. Neelu Khare. Department of Information Technology, Dr. Prabhavati P. And Department of Computer Applications, Dr. Vijayan E. And the academic coordinator of the school is Dr. Sendil Murugan B. He is currently not here. And the school proctor coordinators are Dr. Brijendra Singh and Dr. Karthikeyan P. Thank you, professors. Up next, the road from academics to a successful career begins with the right guidance. To talk about how VIT empowers students in that direction, I invite Dr. Samuel Rajkumar, Director, Career Development Cell.
Okay, very good morning to all of you. On behalf of the Career Development Center, I welcome you all to VIT. My name is Dr. Samuel Rajkumar. I am the Director of Career Development Center. I take care of the placement and internships of all the 4 campuses of VIT. So, as you all know that you have come through a centralized admissions process, VIT also follows a centralized placement process. So, when you start attending your internships and placements, you will have students from the other campuses also participating in the recruitment process. So, being at Vellore, you will have the liberty of or the comfort of attending the interviews on campus. The other students from the other campuses will be attending the recruitments virtually. Okay, I just want to talk about the functions of the placement cell. So we cater to our main responsibility to get placements and internships. We also facilitate career counseling in case if you want to go for higher studies, you can reach out to us, we will be able to help you out. I think the previous speakers from the industry and your alumni, they spoke about participating in hackathons, codathons. So those also we facilitate. We also facilitate industry certifications. I think the industry guests spoke about the importance of industry certification. We facilitate that as well. So this is the placement category and the placement calendar what we follow. Since all of you are from the 5-year integrated program, your placements has got 2 phases. One is through internship and other one is through final placement. So most of the students from the 5-year integrated programs are recruited through a 1-year internship, for which the recruitments will start at the end of your 4th year. So when you are in their 8th semester, we will start doing the recruitments. There are about more than 100 companies that come and hire you as interns with a stipend ranging from 25,000 to 1 lakh in your final year. So you will go and spend the entire year in the industry with a stipend ranging from 25,000 per month to 1 lakh per month. And after that, the conversion starts at 7 to 8 lakhs minimum and it goes to even 50 lakhs. Okay, so it is all up to you. The way you are going to build your resume or your skills in the first 4 years of your study will determine where you are going to land in your internship and placements. The placement cycle will start along with your B.Tech students. It will start in July and we don't have a restricted period, it goes throughout the year. So throughout the year you can attend interviews. We give you multiple opportunities to attend the recruitment process. Okay, so these are some of the placement highlights of VIT. We have gone into the Limca Book of Records or the national record for 15 times for the highest number of campus placements. We have attracted 800 plus companies on campus for the last 5 years. TCS has made 4,004 offers. They have hired 4,004 students from VIT last year. 1 crore offer has been made by a company called MotorQ, where we had the guest from MotorQ today. He is our alumni. He has done his M.Tech software engineering from VIT, which means you also have a potential of getting a 1 crore offer. So he works for MotorQ and MotorQ hires from VIT. So though the last year has been a year of recession where everyone suffered job losses, we still were able to attract 1,000 plus companies on campus, which is highest in the country. No institution has got more than 1,000 companies visiting in a particular year. There are about 572 students who have taken 20 lakhs and above offer. This is across all the B.Tech and M.Tech branches. 11,000 students placed. There are about 3,500 students taking more than 3,500 students taking 10 lakhs and above CTC. So I just wanted to concentrate on a couple of slides. One is the industry certification which you talked about. You have 5 years of your study. We will facilitate industry certification during your study. So these are the certifications that are done by the employees after they join the companies. But at VIT, we encourage students to take this industry certification, which would add a lot of value. It needs more efforts because this is not part of your curriculum. So this will be apart from your curriculum. But please ensure that you do one certification before you come for the recruitment process. The details will be told to you when during your course of your study. Okay, so this will be my last slide. So VIT gives you multiple opportunities. So the important things that you need to do, I will talk about only 3 things. One is your CGPA. So people say that CGPA doesn't matter, your skills only matter, but in VIT, CGPA is an important parameter, because since you are going to attend recruitments, placements along with the B.Tech students from all other campuses, we will have large number of students to compete with. The companies that come on campus, they keep the CGPA as an initial eligibility criteria even to attend the recruitment process. You all will be wondering, so why am I focusing on, why am I even should listen to the placement talk now? Because I am going to attend the recruitments at the end of 4th year. But if you want to attend recruitments at the end of 4th year, you will have to have a good CGPA, and your CGPA can be built only from your first year onwards. So your preparation for your placement starts from tomorrow when you start attending classes, because you cannot build your CGPA or improve your CGPA in your 3rd year or 4th year. And so companies like Intel comes and hires from VIT. If you are a 9-pointer, okay, Intel hires about 150 plus PG students from VIT year on year. They hire a lot of students from the 5-year integrated programs. The CTC is 20 lakhs per annum, for which if you are a 9-pointer, you don't have a test. You go directly into the interviews. Okay, so for which you prepare from now onwards to become eligible for companies like Intel. You have to get into product companies. That's the whole purpose of getting into VIT. The second one is your certification, which I talked about. Have at least one certification. And the third important point is your internship. So you have an advantage of having at least 1.5 months to 2 months summer vacation during your first year to second year, second year to third year, third year to fourth year. Use this time period to go and do internship in any of the startups. Okay, even if it is an unpaid internship, it's fine. But go and spend time in industry. Go and do work in a small company where you don't get paid also. But this will add a lot of value when you come for your final year placements. And the last one is, we have soft skills embedded into your curriculum. It will start from your second year onwards. Give importance to the soft skills. Though we call it as soft skills, this will entirely focus on the campus recruitment process. We will teach you or coach you in aptitude, logical reasoning, competitive coding, which will enable you to face the recruitment process effectively and efficiently. It is part of the academic course, and please ensure that you give importance to these courses. And don't keep any backlogs or arrears in your entire course of study. It is not easy like other institutions where you can take it as an arrear and clear the exams. We have Dean Academics to talk about. You will have to re-register and do the entire course right from your first semester, right from your internal exams to final exam. So please don't keep any backlogs or arrears in your entire course of study. Okay. So these are the 4 points which I wanted to drive during the first year orientation. So please stay focused on your fundamentals that you are going to learn on your first year and second year, which will be part of the interview process. Okay, whatever courses or subjects that you learn in your first year and second year, you will have questions from those courses when you start attending the recruitment process. I wish you all the very best, and I welcome you again to VIT. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words have certainly reassured our students and parents about the bright future ahead. Understanding the academic system is key to a successful journey here. I now welcome Dr. Anthony Xavier, Dean Academics, to elaborate on the academic rules and regulations.
So, good morning to all, and welcome the freshers and the parents for this induction program. And I am Dr. Anthony Xavier, the Dean of Academics. I will be just briefing about the academic processes, some of the guidelines, some of the rules in another 20 to 25 minutes time. So we follow a semester pattern, 2 semesters per academic year, fall and winter semester. And apart from that, we also have an optional semester during the summer. I will tell about the purpose of having the summer semester in the later slides. So the fall semester usually starts in the month of July. For the seniors, it has already been started. The first instruction day was 9th of July, and they have all started attending the classes. For you, for the B.Tech students, freshers, and for the 5-year integrated students, the first instruction day is coming Monday, 21st. And then the academic process will continue. So after the fall semester, which gets over somewhere in the month of November, and then we will have the final assessment test or the semester exam, then we will have the winter semester. Winter semester starts during the second week or first week of December, and then it continues. Then in between we will have the winter vacation, then the classes resume during January and it go up to April. Then we will have the exams, and then during the month of May and June you will have the summer term. So in a typical semester we will have 75 instruction day, that means 15 weeks duration. 15 weeks duration and 75 instruction day per semester. And this is the cycle of academic processes, starting from the day you get admitted or from the day the classes commences, first instruction day, and then you will continue attending the classes. In between you will attend the assessments, test, and then the final assessment test, and then you will move on to the subsequent winter semester. During the fall semester, somewhere during the month of October, you will be registering the courses for the second semester. For your first semester, for this semester, the courses will be registered by your school academic coordinator or the HOD. So they prescribe the list of courses what you are supposed to study during the first semester. From the next semester onwards, you have to register the courses on your own. So this is the academic calendar which we will be following for this fall semester. Subsequently, I will be sharing the academic calendar for the subsequent semesters. For example, the academic calendar for the next winter will be shared during the month of October itself, at least a couple of months ahead, so that you can plan your academic and even non-academic activities, your travel to your home or taking other activities, etc. So it will be communicated to you well in time. This is the calendar which we will be following for this current semester, and on Monday I will share this calendar also through mail. Once all of you get your mail ID, you will receive the mail from me. And in fact, all the academic and academic data will be available on your VTOP login system. So VTOP is our unique learning management system. Every individual student will have their own credential, login credential, and you have to log in and you have to check all the academic and all the non-academic activities in that. You can download the calendar, download the syllabus, the curriculum in which you are studying, and the test schedules, class, continuous assessment test schedules, all these things you have to download from your VTOP login, have a copy with you, and then you can plan accordingly. So the typical calendar will contain all the activities during that semester, whether a government holiday or a non-government activities or an institutional activities. For example, the 5th row, it is Gravitas 25, it is an institutional activity, it is an technical activity in which the students of the whole university is expected to participate and benefit, and of course the students from other institutes also are invited, they will participate. So it's a technical event which is organized in the campus, and those 3 days the students are expected to be in campus, but the classes will not happen. And likewise, Deepavali holidays, then continuous assessment, test 1, test 2, all these things will happen as per the calendar. There will not be any deviation. Once the calendar is fixed and communicated, all the activities will be as per that calendar only. There will not be any deviation from that. And likewise, the final assessment test, the starting date is mentioned in the calendar. The exact course-wise schedule will be displayed on your Vita login at least 1 week before the commencement of exam. So you can check your Vita login and see which course is being scheduled on which day, the exams. And then you have the winter semester. Immediately after the semester exam, you will have the winter semester beginning. It will start. And then some 10 or 15 days classes will happen. Then you can see on 21st of December, the winter vacation starts. That will be for another 15 days approximately. Then the winter semester classes resume on 5th of January 2026. So this is the pattern what we follow. So immediately after the exams, you will not have vacation. You will have classes for 15 days and then vacation will be there. Winter vacation will be there. So that covers both the Christmas holidays and New Year holidays, all these things.